get it bad? You got your Alka-Seltzer? What you mean? Hey y'all. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I ain't got nothing to say. If you want to eat paper, by all means. It's your favorite halftime snack.
Who up in here? Hey Latasha. Hey Lawrence. Hey Love Kings. Hey Blogs. Hey Nick. Come on through. Come on through. We got a good topic for y'all today. It kind of piggybacks off our topic from yesterday. Pull out your chain. It kind of piggybacks on our topic from yesterday.
Okay.
But you know, before we get started, how y'all doing? What's good? What's popping? How was your night?
Sorry we didn't do pillow talk last night.
I don't even. The last 2 nights, I swear to God, I just been putting my head on the pillow and been out. I don't even. I don't even know what the hell. Like the other night, I know we was getting ready to watch a show, and I was out. And I even asked Tremel, "Did you watch it? Did you see it?" And he said he fell asleep on it. I don't even remember it starting. And last night, I remember laying down and getting in the bed, and I was out. Like, as soon as I put my head on the pillow, I was gone. So our night was very that. We had intentions on doing the pillow talk.
It was, you know, as an insomniac, you know, you get sleep when you can. I just laid my head on the pillow and went to sleep. I was out. I was out.
Right, and when he sleeps, I let him sleep. I don't even wake him up.
Because sometimes I don't sleep for like 2-3 days at a time.
So when he be sleep, I'll just let him sleep. Because last night, you was up a while last night.
I was.
Because I remember I woke up.
I wasn't. I was asleep.
No, I woke. Didn't you get something to eat? Yeah.
No.
You did.
Last night?
Last night. Yes, you did. Because Jomel woke me up and you was.
Yeah, I did.
He was jumped off the bed when you went downstairs.
Yeah, I did.
And then he woke me up to get back in the bed.
Yeah, I went and got me a little snack, little macaroni and cheese.
You like that macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
I gotta show y'all how I made that mac and cheese.
He made some good macaroni and cheese.
A different way.
He does. He does make good macaroni.
But of course, I can't tell y'all what I put in it because he'll have a fit.
No, I just want to watch the video. You know that.
I made a macaroni. What I did was I made a cheese sauce first.
See,
it was just melting the cheese when I made a cheese sauce. Anything that you would put in macaroni, that you put macaroni and cheese, I put in the cheese sauce. I put in the cheese sauce. I just melted the cheese down with some milk and eggs. And I put a little bit of seasoning. I put
like a roux.
Like a roux. And I put a little extra in. That extra I'm not gonna say. That's it, I'm not gonna say. I put a little extra in. But the little extra he was loving. Because he was like, "Oh my God, this mac and cheese!"
It was
and then
nice
I sprinkled some cheese on the top, so it'll get nice and crunchy at the top. And you know when the cheese will cook in the thing, and it was really good. I kind of surprised myself.
The only one ingredient I would have loved to have seen.
What?
I would have loved to have tasted.
What?
Bacon.
You know what? I saw the bacon in the fridge, and I swear to you, I was like, I should put some bacon in here. And I was like, no, I didn't feel like frying it because you can't put raw bacon in there. And I was like, I don't feel like frying. I promise you. I promise you.
Like fried, like
I was
two
gonna
strips
put
of
some
bacon and crumble it in there.
That's what I was. I promise you, I was
top.
gonna do that.
Because
I also make macaroni and cheese with ham in it, and that's the bomb. And I had that piece of ham
that way too. Yeah,
I had that piece of ham in the freezer, but I was like, it's frozen. I don't feel like waiting. And then when I saw the bacon in the fridge, I was like, oh, I should put some bacon in it. And I was like, I don't.
Oh
feel
my
like
god!
frying
If it would have had bacon or lobster or shrimp,
it needed something like. It did. It really did. But that cheese sauce, it needed that.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I was gonna do the bacon, and I was like,
and that steak was a roast. That was a roast. That wasn't a steak.
That was a roast.
It was a roast. It was good though. It was good. It was really good.
Hey Trisha.
And y'all, that Nutella spread, that chocolate spread, that's gonna be the death for me.
Hey Melissa. Hey Donna.
You didn't taste it, did you? You tasted a little bit of it.
Yeah. Hey Maurice.
That Nutella, hazelnut spread stuff. You don't ever want it. You don't ever want it on some fruit. I got my life. I know y'all. I know I ain't supposed to be, but I got my life.
Hey Monica. That Nutella was all right. That was my first time ever trying it.
It was good.
Because you know your sister-in-law used to eat it all the time. And I just couldn't do it. I was like, oh, I don't want that.
Oh, it was so good. I can't wait to have it on toast.
I tasted it when Tramel first brought it. But that was it. It ain't something that I would do all the time.
No, it's not something I do all the time. It tastes
like chocolate almost, though.
It tastes like chocolate. It's a sin. It's a sin. People have been complaining. They said they can't hear us. Can you guys hear us okay?
But they would normally put it in the chat that they couldn't.
I know, but we've been getting messages from
I think it's old computer.
With the shade of it all. I guess y'all can hear us.
I went back and listened to it on my phone and it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine to me too. It was low, but my devices don't go but so high.
Blog said we low.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, our volume is all the way up. Only other thing I can check is our mic.
No. No, that ain't it.
It's something up here. I would have to go to settings and check our mic and see how our mic is.
Oh.
But
now, if we black out,
we ain't gonna black out.
It's in the thing. It's still pulling on.
Because I think the mic is like default set.
Love King said they can hear us
at mid-level. Okay.
What's that in the middle? The balance is in the middle, where it should be.
Yeah.
That's in the middle. What's that?
That's the mic, right?
Input volume, yeah. Turn it up. You can turn it up. There you go. Yeah, now y'all should hear us louder because now it's moving better. Across the screen it's louder.
Well, I'm going to leave it open just in case.
Wait, Vern said no sound at all now.
No sound?
That's what Vernon said. Wait, go back. Move it part way, not all the way.
Joseph, it was that part way.
No, I thought you pulled it all the way to the top.
I did. And
yeah,
then I moved it back.
Yeah, she said it's better now. Wait, can y'all still... Wait, don't touch it. Can y'all hear us? Matter of fact, I could just check it on the phone. The screen is louder. Your blog said it's better. Said no sound at all. It's fine. We good.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Angel. Blog says. Everybody said they can hear us now. So leave it like that.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it open.
Just in case. Yeah, and it's playing on my phone. All right, y'all. So now that we got that adjusted and that works for y'all. So this morning, I was listening to a podcast that a friend of ours did. He was on the podcast. So he, videotaped them while he was on the podcast, and he posted the videotape. And I thought the topic they discussed was actually a good topic. So the topic was, I have a feeling me and Tremel are going to, either we're going to agree or we're not going to agree on this topic. The topic was dating with purpose. So what that means is when you date people, you should have a purpose for dating them. Just don't be random dating people. That there should be a purpose behind you dating.
What do you mean purpose?
There should be a purpose.
Like what
like your purpose should be not just to go out and have fun tonight with Bob, and then on Tuesday go out with Maurice and have fun with Maurice, and then on Wednesday go out with David and have fun with David. If you go out with David, David needs to know your expectations. Thank you. David needs to know your expectations of, I'm looking for a relationship, I want to be tied down, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, and there should be a purpose for you going out with David. Your purpose you should set expectations for people that you're dating of what it is that you're looking for, not just be going out with this person and that person. So the host of the podcast said that's what you should do. Our friend Derek Dahl says that's not necessarily true. What if you just want to go out and have fun and you don't want to go by yourself? Now, the one thing that he did say that I agreed with is he said, I'm an Aries and I can't date more than one person at a time. And I was the same way. And when he said it, it was kind of shocking to me that he felt that way, because I've always felt that way. I never pinned it on being an Aries, but when he said it, I said, oh my God, I'm the same. I used to be the same way. I couldn't go out with Tremel and then turn around and go out with somebody else and then go out with somebody else. My focus was always on one person at a time, because I didn't have time to deal with 5 different personalities and 5 different people. And I always felt that if I dated 5 people, each one of them would satisfy a different need. One would be the fun one would be the money one would be the one for sex, one would be the one that's the one I can just go out and have a good time with and talk, chill. I always felt that if I dated more than one person at a time, each person would fill a different void in my life. And I needed to find one person to fill all the voids in my life. That way, that one person would complete me as a person. So what do you think?
Well, I never dated like more than one person at a time, too. I mean,
talk up a little bit, just in case.
I had special friends.
Well, they talked about that too.
Special.
No, they actually talked about that too. They said, even if you have special friends, your special friends need to know your expectations.
When you got a special friend, everything is unspoken. We don't talk about relationships. We don't say I love you. We don't say none of that. A special friend is just that. A special friend.
But see, having a special friend is what led me to leave.
What do you mean?
Was I a special friend?
No, you wasn't a special friend.
Huh? Well, what would you consider me back then?
You was my boyfriend.
But see, when I wanted that, that's what I'm saying, dating with purpose.
You was
for
my
me
boy.
at the time. I wanted to. I wanted to. What?
I'm sorry, my allergies.
For me at the time,
You
I
were my
wanted
boyfriend.
to know what the purpose, what was we doing.
He knew.
So I set the expectation when I asked the question. No, I did not know. That's why I asked. I felt that I was more into Tramel than Tramel was into me.
Really?
I did. And I didn't want to get hurt. So I posed the question, what are we to each other? And when he said he wanted to think about it for 2 days, which at the time, now that I think about it, was fair because he was just out of a relationship. But at the time, I didn't think that way. I thought, how dare you want to think about it with all we've already been through in this little bit of time, and you see that I'm that ride or die person. What is there to think about? That's how I was thinking at the time.
Relationships and stuff like that was different for me back then, because relationships to me, if I was having sex with you, we was in a relationship.
And see, I wasn't that way. If I was having sex with you,
I was having sex with him exclusively, and we was, as far as I was concerned, we had a relationship, some type of relationship. It may not have been the best or the most whatever, but we had a relationship.
But see, in my mind, I was your special friend. Like you said, that's how I felt. It was like, what are we to each other? Because I'm catching feelings. And I'm not going to sit here and start falling in love with somebody that doesn't feel the same way about me. At the time, I did what I felt was best for me. Now, years later, when I think about it, when he explained it, it makes better sense to me. But at the time, all I heard was, I need time to think about it. And in my mind, it was nothing to think about. So let me make the decision for both of us before I get hurt. So I left. And not saying that it was the right thing to do, but at the time it was the right thing to do. Because in my mind it was, let me leave before I get my feelings hurt in this situation. And of course now he tells me that wouldn't happen. But that's when communication comes in and a conversation should have been had. But I didn't want to hear nothing other than what I wanted to hear. And I wouldn't give him the opportunity to tell me. And he had opportunities to tell me, but he didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to hurt me. So it was, he's not saying nothing, I'm not saying nothing. So we went our separate ways. Which, in a way, I honestly think it was a good thing. Because I really don't think if me and Tramel was back together back then, we would be together now. I don't think we would have.
Well, I think I lost out on a lot of potential relationships because of the way I thought.
I know I pushed people away from me.
I did. No, I honestly did. Like, there were times when I would, hang out with guys, and then they would get this idea that there was something going on between us, when in reality, I didn't think that way.
Right, because you were too... See, for me, I'm standoffish. So if
everybody that thought like him about me, let's see. Everybody thought the same way you did about me. Everybody thought I was just this person that just splattered all over you and just splattered and got everywhere, and that wasn't me. At least I didn't mean to be that way. I really didn't. I really didn't mean to be that way. But Joseph, you was there. Guys would look at me and they would look at me like I was some kind of goddamn slut or something like that, and I wasn't. In reality, I really wasn't.
No, Tramel.
So that's why I didn't have that's why I didn't date. Listen, it ain't. How do you date more than one person at one time? How do you do that?
I know how does that work? Have done it. I know people that probably still do it.
How does that work?
They date more than one person. Like, their whole week is filled with different men they're going out with, and it works for them. And people used to tell me I was stupid because if I met you and I was talking to this person, I'd kick that person to the curb and just focus all my attention on you. because I didn't want to be bothered with that person, because clearly if you could come along and take my attention from that person is not interesting to me. And I would do that. And if it didn't work out with me and you, I'd make that phone call. Hey, how you doing? Or don't call me now. You ain't talked to me in 2 months. Well, you could have called me too. I'd hit them with that. And I'll start talking to them again, and somebody else come along, and I'll kick them to the curb again.
I ain't never had to do that.
But it was always one person at a time for me. I just couldn't do 2 and 3 and 4 people. Now, I could talk to them, like talk to you on the phone. I can do that. But like literally go out
talk to you on the phone
and
like
date
that.
people. Talking to people on the phone filled the void, I guess, of the closeness.
It still piques the interest, though.
It
still can pique somebody's interest. Like, I can be talking to you on the phone, right? And we can be having a real good time on the phone, right? Okay, we in quarantine. We can be having a real good time, on the phone during quarantine. Let's say quarantine is over with. Right. And you say you want to meet up. If things don't work out.
But see, I would keep them at bay like we was at quarantine.
See,
I would always keep people at bay. I would not even meet them unless the conversation had to really intrigue me and pique my interest for me to meet you. Because it was more of a mental stimulation. If you didn't mentally stimulate me, I didn't want to meet. Now, if it was just a booty call at 1 o'clock in the morning, that was a whole nother story. But if I was talking to you to get to know you, I would keep a lot of. There's people right now that probably see me on YouTube and like, oh, that's what he really looks like. Oh, that's who he really is. And because I would keep them at bay, I just didn't want to. Or there were some people that just piqued my interest that I was like, okay, let's meet, and they kept me at bay. Oh, well, let's just talk a little more and blah, blah, blah. And see, when they did it to me, I would just cut them off because I'm like, oh, no, I'm ready to meet you. If you don't want to meet me, bye, scram. I don't want to be bothered. But when it was me, and if somebody did it to me, like, there were plenty of people that got tired of me making excuses of why I couldn't see them and why I couldn't meet them. And it was just more or less because I really wasn't interested. And I didn't want to say I'm not interested. I would just keep them at bay.
No, I wasn't. I couldn't.
But I think I always was the type of person. I don't know. I just never got the hang of dating people. I never did. It was always anybody I have
when
ever
I dated
been
someone,
with,
it was one person at a time. It was one.
No, but I'm saying anybody that I've ever been with in a relationship is we met and they never left. Yeah. It was just like that. It was even with Tremette. We met. And he moved in secretly. He more or less low-key moved in without moving in. And we was together all that time. And even the second time around, it was the same way. He came over that day, and he never left. And he's still here right now. I've never had a situation where I've just literally dated someone, and then we made a conscious decision to be together.
Excuse me, y'all.
It was just always... I met them, they liked me, and they never left. And we was together for 2, 3, 1.5 to 2 years. Because 2 seems to be my magical number when I get tired and leave, and I don't want to be bothered no more. So getting married, I was kind of scared. I said, what's going to happen in year number 2? Because I've never been with anybody past 2 years. Because I don't know what it is about the number 2. I get tired of them, or they get tired of me, and it just breaks up. And that's, I go my separate way, they go their separate ways. 2 is just like my magic number. So when I got married, I was like, oh God, what's going to happen in year number 2? Am I going to get divorced? Because I seem to have the 2-year curse. But luckily, it's been 2 years. Even though, there's been some scares where people have yelled divorce.
And screamed out windows.
Help.
Police.
But I don't know. I can't say that I've ever dated. I've gone on dates, like one date with people, out to eat or to the movies or something like that. And those people never lasted past that one date.
Oh, really?
No. See, I said, the ones that did never left.
I'm old school. You know that. I'm like courting. I court. You know, we go out on dates. We go on walks in the park and to the movies and things like that. That's what you do with people that you're in a relationship with. And so that's what I've always wanted. I've always, a supervisor of mine told me a long time ago. I remember when I was working at Comcast, she told me, and I wanted to be a supervisor. She said, if you want to be a supervisor, start acting like one. And that's how I started treating my relationships. I wanted to be in a relationship, start treating like a relationship. If that person piqued my interest enough,
And I guess before me and Trim, in the process of us getting married, like we would do things and I would say, oh my God, this feels so good. I've always wanted to do this. I've told you that plenty of times. And now I'm accustomed to it. He's my husband. We going places. We doing things together. But in the beginning, it was like, wow, I've always wanted to do this. And wow, because it was like, I've never dated. So it was like in the process of us preparing to get married, we dated. And it was like, wow, this is so, like, it was.
We
it
had
was,
to because we had to get
it
to
was
know each
fun
other
to me.
again.
It was something that I longed for, that I guess I pushed to the back of my mind because it was like, this is never going to happen, or, nobody wants to do this, or like even before Tramel, if I went out on a date with somebody and we went to dinner and it just felt good to me to actually sit in a restaurant with somebody and have a conversation, an intellectual conversation at that. And, there was no expectation behind it. There was no, when I leave here, I got to have sex with him and he got to have sex with me. And it was just no expectation. It was just going out to meet somebody and enjoy their company. It didn't quite work out past that date, but it was still good to go out and do that because people don't do that no more. Everybody, it's so easy to say, oh, well, come over and let's have pizza and let's watch Netflix and let's do this and let's do that. And nobody wants to leave the damn house. I mean, now you can't leave the house and everybody want to leave the house. But you could have left the house. When you could have left the house, you didn't want to leave the house. You wanted to do everything in the house.
That's Maurice. He wanted me to post something.
It just, it just is what it is.
Yeah,
it's just.
I don't get the concept of dating one person at one time at the same time.
More than one person
at the same. I don't get that. I don't get that concept.
I had a friend that did it, and when I tell you every day of the week,
it sounds like a very busy life. It was like you don't get no time to yourself.
At what point do you just calm down? Like I would be like, well, damn. Are you ever going to just always tired? Always, oh my God, I'm so tired. Well, bitch, sit home.
But you know what stressed me out about myself was? I used to always give out my phone number to people when they asked me for it. They'd be like, can I get your number? Can I get your number? And I tell you, my phone would be ringing off the hook and I could not stand it because it was just so stressful for me. Like, I don't feel like talking to this person. I don't want to answer the phone right now. I really just wanted to be by myself. It had nothing to do with nobody else. I just didn't want to answer the phone. I just wanted to have a quiet time for myself.
Right.
And so I hated that. Hey, son.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nah, man.
We doing good. What's going on with you?
I love this topic. I'm all back.
I think you got to back away from the microphone or something, Maurice. You coming in and out. Are you on a headset?
No.
Okay. You sound a little bit better.
Is that?
Turn down there.
Oh. Okay, try it now.
How is that?
Much better.
Okay. I had to turn because I got
Yeah, if you ain't using the headset, you're gonna get an echo.
Okay, that's what it is. But what I was saying was, I'm I have my own entanglement, as you guys know. And just from my opinion, if I'm dating you, I'm dating you. Now this is for me learning myself. If I'm dating you, I don't mind dating somebody else. I'm getting to know you. And that's where I place you. I have that I place in those categories. If you are excuse me, just 1 a.m. whatever you are. If we're dating, that's what you are. But if I'm trying to start a relationship, that's totally different. Not my business involved.
Now, do you think that a conversation needs to be had prior to you going on the first date with someone or something like that? Because see, where I come from, we used to talk on the phone, right? And we used to talk about the things that we wanted. You know, people would ask you, so tell me a little bit about yourself, or you know, what are your expectations, or what do you look for in a relationship? Well, not necessarily a relationship, but what do you look for in a man? You know, what attracts you? Stuff like that. Things like that would be discussed before we even went out on our first date. You know what I'm saying? These days,
that's why I already know.
These days, all you got to do is take a picture of your geek.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies. Oh God! It's the sneezing, and the coughing at the same time.
You gonna take what I actually?
No. He always trying to get me to take this dog on oregano.
He'll be fine, but he won't do it.
No. Damn it.
You only gotta take it.
No. I'm like a little kid when he asked me about it too. I'm not taking no damn oil of oregano. They'll bust my heart wide open.
Well, it's either that or take it. I mean that. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate you. I don't like you as a person.
If he take it, he wouldn't be like this. It would have been over 2 days ago, but he won't.
Oh, I don't like you as a person. Jesus.
If you just take it, it only takes twice to
Anyway.
I'm about to take some myself.
Well, whatever. Anyway, like I said, in my dating years, I had just come up on the cusp of, we had just become upon the cusp of cell phones, period, let alone taking pictures and carrying on. But nowadays, people, they take pictures of their little gizzards, honey, and they send them out. They send pictures of their little gizzards out, honey, and their little party boxes and things. And so that's the date right there.
On Amazon,
you know what I'm saying?
DM me on Instagram and I'll send you a picture of it.
But that's what people do. Oh, excuse me.
They just want to Netflix and chill.
That ain't no damn Netflix. You don't never get to the damn Netflix.
On the Netflix start. You don't get to the chill.
And that's my point. That's what we are. That's fine. See, if we at that level, say over, it ain't no, I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not invested.
The dating scene is just so different these days. It's different. It's totally different than what we aspire to be. It's like we were talking the other day about, is it appropriate for a female to ask a man if he's bisexual or if he has any gay tendencies or anything like that? Is it appropriate for a woman, a female, heterosexual, cis woman, to ask a cis male those questions? And I say yes. There's nothing wrong with a cis woman asking a male, are you bisexual? Do you indulge in the dark arts? It's because that's the day and age that we live in. That's the day and age we live in. We live in a day and age where God knows somebody can find something. It could be the smallest minute thing about you on the internet. They can Google it and find something out about you by just paying a $30 fee.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? So we live in a totally different day and age where dating is different. It's different. It's different from when I grew up. So my opinions about it now versus then are totally. Listen, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the 80s and the 90s, in the early 2000s. I am. Where dating was about courting a person. Dating was about taking a person out to dinner, going on walks in the park, doing things together. Dating ain't like that no more. Dating is like, let me see your picture. Let me see a picture of your gizzards. Let me see a picture of your hoo-ha. Let me see a picture of your party box. Let me see your ninnies. And then they take it from there. That's how these millennials date. It is what it is, Joseph.
It is.
You gotta listen. Listen. In this day and age, you ain't got the candy coat shit. You don't. You don't have to candy coat nothing. But a lot of values, a lot of older values that we had before are long gone or just dead. That's it.
That's true.
Let's face it, these millennials don't value what we value. And we can't continue to put them down because of it. We have to realize that we were their age at one point in time and we have to respect it.
No, but how do you, as a person, so what I'm saying is, when you meet other people our age, they should appreciate the fact of wanting to go out and wanting to have a conversation, not wanting to always just text you and that's how you communicate. And you know, it's refreshing when you're our age to have a phone conversation with somebody, to sit and have a face-to-face conversation at dinner, or go out somewhere. I mean, granted, we can't do all that now because of Corona, but I'm just saying in general. But a lot of older people have taken on that whole let's just text, let's Netflix and chill attitude because most people are doing it.
Well, fortunately, unfortunately, well, I would say unfortunately, I'm not in that arena no more. I'm not on the dating scene no more. Fortunately, I'm not. But if I were to be on the dating scene, I probably not indulge Joseph. Because you know what? This right here. This right here has replaced and is starting to replace people.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to listen.
Humanity.
It's starting to replace humanity. It's starting to replace people. They say by the year 2030, we probably won't even be speaking to each other. Like we won't have to even communicate with each other. Like open up our mouths and speak to one another. We'll be speaking via text. We'll be speaking in other different ways. We'll be communicating with each other. Technology is the gift and the curse.
It's true.
We'll be watching a lot of things like the McRae Kingz, or like, you know, things to inspire us, or, you know,
Entertain.
To be entertained. But I'm starting to believe it. I'm really starting to believe that within the next by 2030, if God let me live to see it, that we probably won't even have to communicate with one another for anything. Because when you really look at it, what do we need to survive? Water and food.
And most of us realize now that we can survive without seeing people and being around people.
And we can survive without being around each other. We could.
Look, you're doing it now. Most of us. The world is still going on in spite of what's happening. Mm-hmm. They're finding ways to do stuff that they would have never thought to do.
Yeah.
If it was, look, the whole Emmys was virtual.
Yeah, you saw it. You could see your doctors online. I see my doctors, all my doctors online. I see my therapists online. Everything, shit. Apple just came out with a watch that checks your heart, your blood pressure. It checks your damn your
You can
heart
do
rate
that
and
now
all
with your
that
phone.
stuff. Yeah, I know. They have virtual doctors' offices. There's things that for the guys behind the scenes. Besides, y'all think YouTube is amazing? Child, please, that's not even a drop in the bucket. But you know, it's up to us. Are we gonna take it like this? Or are we just gonna just
Who was
accept
it?
it?
Netflix that had the interactive movie on it?
Disney.
No, it was Netflix that had an interactive
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah. Netflix.
Where
Yeah.
you touch a button and then if you said for the person to go left, the person went left in the movie. If you tapped right, they went right. Now, if they can do that, if
They're
you
doing
can
it all
control
now.
what happens in a movie, then you already know they got technology to do anything and everything.
Listen, we're gonna have the ability to do a lot of things that we were never able to do before, but there's a catch 22 to all of this stuff. We gain, we lose. We lose, we gain.
It's gonna be like that movie. I can't think of the name of it, where they just sat home with their helmet on, and they looked like they were outside and doing things, but it was really like playing the Sims game.
Yeah. Yeah. I beg to ask a lot of questions about life, period. What if we are one big petri dish? Go figure that. We in a petri dish. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible.
But that's what you need to learn when you go back to dating and meeting people, even if you just are having conversations with people
I
on
say
the phone
have
right
fun
now.
with life. Have fun with life.
Either you're gonna, as they said, date with a purpose, or you're gonna just have fun and enjoy your life and plan everything out as it happens. But I think it's fair to say that, and if you don't tell people what it is you expect, then
excuse me. I don't think there's any such thing as dating with a purpose. I just say this: have fun. Have fun while you can. Have fun while you can. You never know what's gonna. Listen, we have been subject to some really traumatic stuff in these past several months. The trauma is being in the house.
For some.
Just being forced to be in the house. Period. It's just traumatic for a lot of people. Aside from people dying, people were dying, like they had like trucks full of people like dead, like after we survived all of this and then some. For some of us then some. Have fun. Life is too short. If this has not taught you anything, it should teach you that life is very, very short and that you should cherish it every single moment, and you should have fun every single moment. You should live in it every single moment. You should be grateful every single moment. That's what life should teach you. It should have taught you by now, up to this point. But then you have those that are out there now that just don't, they don't value it. They don't value it. They want more and more. Oh my God, I'm so bored. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. You sitting around wasting your time saying, "Oh my God, Lord Jesus," and you complain about every goddamn thing. Everything. Meanwhile, it's people out there just having fun and enjoying life. It's people enjoying life. Do y'all realize that? It's people enjoying life. Like I say, y'all. Just recently, Joseph and I rediscovered the neighborhood that we live in. As much as it is nothing but white people, these people don't let nothing stop them from doing whatever they want to do. They don't let nothing stop them from having the fun that they want to have. Like I said, they go on adventurous, amazing weekends. And I say, why can't that? Why can't it happen for us? It's because we make the choice for it not to happen for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. We make that choice for it to not happen for us. We got to start making better choices in the quality and our quality of life, and stop sitting around and complaining about what we can't do and get up and do what we can do. That's it. The McRae Kingz stayed in the house all summer. We ain't got nobody to blame for that but us.
Mm-hmm.
We could have went to the beach if we wanted to, but we didn't feel safe enough to.
But I value my life more than the beach that's going to be there next year.
Our friends that live up here, they said to us, they said, is this something wrong? Is this something wrong? Why y'all ain't calling us? And cause, bitch, they wanted us to come to a birthday party. Why y'all can't come to the birthday? Cause, bitch, I'm not coming to your birthday party and risking my life and dying. And if you don't understand that, then hey. But we made that choice. We made that choice. Only we can sit back and say, nobody knows, or say we shoulda, we coulda, we woulda. Y'all ain't got to do that. If you don't choose to, stop hindering your life by all these rules that you think that you're supposed to have. Who said that? That's my favorite saying, when people say, they. Well, they said this is how it's supposed to. Who said that? Who is they? Who are they? Where are they at? People tell me all the time, Shamel, you can't go in that store and buy that outfit. That's for a woman. Who said? Who said I can't? But then when I put it on, oh, Shamel, you look so nice in that. Where you get that from? Lane Bryant. The store you told me I couldn't go and buy it out of.
Well, not Lane Bryant. No, it's for regular size too.
Good. What time is it? Is Monica going on?
Mm-hmm.
Is she on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Daryl.
Y'all, we messing with Monica's time. So
say hi to Daryl.
Hey, Daryl, what's going on? We messing with Monica's time. Get up, get out, and do something. That's like, get up, get out, and do something shit.
We ready whenever you are.
Yeah.
I saw what you said on your video.
Yeah.
And we ready whenever you are.
Oh.
Daryl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, Daryl, you know we. Pick up the phone, Daryl. Stop playing games. Stop playing games. Stop being scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of this. Don't be scared. This 16 ounce whoop your ass.
Well, out and about, you better work.
What?
Out and about said she's been dealing with a big blessing from God. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey.
You be late every day for the rest of your life if you're dealing with a big blessing.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, on that note,
we gotta go.
We gotta go because Monica's premiere is starting.
Yes, make sure you're watching.
Sure you're watching and go to MJ&J MJ&J Family right after us, and make sure you like and subscribe to her channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. And if you want to join us and be a monthly member, hit that join button and pick your membership level. As well as, if you don't see the join button because you're on an iPhone or iPad, then just click the link in the description box. That will lead you to the join page. And anything and everything you want from McRae Kingz is in the description box. Our CashApp, our Venmo, and other things.
Oh, poor baby.
And anything that you may need, want, and desire for the McRae Kingz is there as well. On that note, make sure you make this the best day ever, because like we just said, only you have the power to do that. And walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember,
it's TheMcRae.
All damn day. I'm about to put Monica's link to her page, to her premiere, in the chat. So that way, all you have to do is click it and go right to her premiere. Later, y'all.
Later.